What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Airport CEO. Now, you may notice that our taxiways look a little bit different, and that is because I went through and deleted the holding points that we had placed, and I placed them in what I think is now the proper area. Now, they do not work the way I thought they worked, and I think it's caused a little bit of some chaos going on in our taxiways and the whole plane pathfinding. But yes, hopefully this will sort itself out. Now, this plane is just kind of on the wrong side of the holding point, but you know what? This one's taking off. It'll go over it. It's fine. But yes, the first thing I want to do, though, is go ahead and go into the taxiway foundation. And I'm hoping to connect our taxiway up just beyond the numbers over here. Because I'm not sure if you're going to notice, but the planes, when they go to take off from our current taxiway entry points onto the runway, they'll go up and then they have to double back and then they turn around and do a 180 and then take off. So it's a little inefficient at the moment, but hopefully having a more direct path to where they need to go to take off will be, you know, a lot better. So here one comes right now. It's going to do its 180. And yes, all of that time that it's taking, these guys have to wait and any planes cannot land. So that's awesome. But I got some really good comments on the first few episodes, and it seems like you guys are finding this helpful, which is nice, and that's the goal of this series for me at least. But there is a few things that you guys have, you know, wanted me to do, and one of them being the taxiways. Everyone kind of wants to see those paved. And yeah, we'll get to that eventually. I'm just trying to save a little bit of money here to build out the rest of our terminal. And when we get the money really rolling in from commercial contracts, we'll then be able to go make everything look really nice with nice paved taxiways and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I just didn't want to blow the money on it right away because they are twice as expensive and we are laying down a tremendous amount of taxiway. So the other thing that someone had told me is to go and, in the budget, crank all these fees up, because currently the game really doesn't care how expensive stuff is. People will always pretty much come to your airport. So yes, we're going to do that, but we're not going to just kind of make it like cheaty. But before we do that, we're going to need to get a CFO, and we're going to have to get an applicant for it. Let's go ahead and check out if we can find someone here. And wow, there's a massive disparity in pay grade here. This person wants $111 per hour, whereas this one's half the cost. Now, I'm not sure, like I said in the earlier episodes, I'm not sure if these little, you know, attributes actually affect much of anything, but it looks like this person's really not that far off from the top spot. So let's hire this person. Whatever. His GPA was not, or her GPA, I didn't even catch the gender of that person, but yes, her GPA wasn't the best, but you know what? It's fine. It's not like they're going to screw anything up, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. I guess you guys can let me know in the comments if that actually affects anything. But, all right, let's go ahead and head over here. And there is a bathroom entrance fee. I find that hilarious. And I don't know where that originated. Did that come from Roller Coaster Tycoon? Because to me, that's the first time I saw some game where you could actually choose to charge somebody to go into the bathroom, which is just mean if you ask me. But yeah, we're not going to charge anybody to go to the bathroom. We'll crank these up to the orange area, and this is actually going to give us a tremendous amount more money. Just to have people, like right now, our general aviation, when they come into park, they're paying us, like, I think it was $15, and now they are going to pay us $70, or was it 50? But either way, yes, they're going to pay us a lot of money per hour to park here, and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, that's good. I just didn't want to, like, overdo it. I mean, we could easily crank those all the way up, but I just didn't want to, you know, cheat, I guess, because really that should be affecting your airport, even though it doesn't in this version of the game right now. All right, we are also going to need to, I'm thinking in this episode, we want to continue work on the terminal here. And to do that, I'm thinking we delete this wall right now, because our little construction workers hopefully will then not have to go all the way around this, although they may still do that, even though this might be a more direct route. But anyway, what we're planning on doing is putting a food stall in here. So what we want to do is go in and get the food stall in procurement. Now, we are going to need to go and I believe, hire a strategic director because we do not have one yet. So yes, we are actually getting all of these, executive level positions filled even before we have like a staff on hand for our airport, which I guess is fine, whatever. Again, the disparity in pay grade here. Let's go with the middle one this time because I guess we should be leaning toward more competent workers anyway, but whatever. And then we'll go into the procurement and get the shop, or no, let's go with the food franchises first. And then shops we'll get later on. Now, I had a few people actually point out that we do not have an exit from the security zone, and yes, I know that. This is not the final terminal layout. We still have a bunch of building to do, and let's go ahead and start to plan that out now. So, just with the general flow of things, let's try to get that narrowed down. So we have people entering down here, and a few of you guys have complained about the symmetry of all of this, and when we get some money flowing in, we'll probably go ahead and fix that because these are not symmetric at the moment. But yeah, we have people who get dropped off here, enter the airport, get their boarding passes, then they'll go through security and onto their plane, and their bags will then go off of these little desks and flow into this area where they will get sorted and then get taken up to the baggage area where the little service trucks will pick them up and bring them to the planes. People will then go in here and be able to go into the shops and all that kind of stuff, and then eventually board their plane. Now, people coming off the plane are going to be able to go into the terminal. I'm not sure if those people will still want to eat food and get things from the shops. I'm not sure if the game does that, but it'd be kind of cool. And then I'm thinking we're going to have them come down here and then through over here to the baggage claim, which we'll put kind of in this area. And then the bags will get offloaded off their plane, brought all the way back up here, put onto the baggage bay, and put through all of the belts down to the baggage claim area. So yes, a nice kind of concise flow. But yes, we are going to need to build out our foundation for our terminal just a little bit more. Now, I think just for styling, we don't want to build it like this. I'm thinking we kind of build it out like this. And how much do we want to go over? Maybe 10? Sure, that's fine. And then we're going to want to expand this as well. And I'm thinking we expand it like this. There we go, just to kind of keep a little bit of symmetry going on here. Now, I'm thinking we're going to want to double the space because the shops are actually fairly large. So I'm thinking maybe we do like, I'm thinking maybe 4 over and then all the way up. So there we go. And yes, this is going to be, I think, the final shape of our semi-phallic looking terminal. So yes, this is great. And we just lost $62,000 an hour. Again, the costing in this game should maybe not be reflected up like there. Let's speed the game up a little bit. Now, I want to make sure that we are actually researching the food. And yes, we have 4 hours left on that. Is there anything else we should be doing? Probably getting the baggage handling services unlocked. So let's go ahead and grab those. But I think in order to do that, we're going to need to get a COO. So again, let's go into our staff zone and accept applications for a COO. And let's go ahead and maybe we'll hire a more competent person just to kind of balance out our staff a little bit here. Now, this person's GPA is no better. Oh my. Okay, so yes, this person's GPA is slightly more than this person's. That's interesting. So it looks like the hourly expected rates are not really based on much of anything, and this person's got a 3.0, and he's asking for the lowest amount. So yeah, it's looking like this is pretty random at this point. So let's go ahead and hire the smartest according to GPA. It could be that he went to an easier college, whatever. I don't really want to read into that all that much. But back to the procurement, and we will go ahead and grab the baggage handling. Now, there are multiple unlocks within this unlock that we have to get different kind of bag scanners and stuff like that. So yes, we'll go ahead and do that when we get it, but just to get things rolling, we'll do that. Now, I'm thinking that we are also going to want to schedule our medium stands, and I originally had planned on putting 4 per side here. Now, I'm thinking we instead do 3 medium stands and then 2 small stands over here. And the reason I'm doing small stands, even though we have small stands over here, is because the commercial flight contracts that we're eventually going to have to sign are going to call for medium flights as well as small flights. So a lot of them are going to have both types of flights. So we're going to have to service both. And I really don't want to have to navigate bringing passengers down through this airfield via like a sidewalk system going down through here and up to here to where they can cross. So this is going to be way more convenient. And it's just going to, again, separate out the general aviation traffic from our commercial traffic. Let's go ahead and get another taxiway foundation. And yes, we'll go with the concrete taxiway down here just to get a little bit of a start going here. And we'll actually upgrade these to concrete as well, just to fit with the theme of the stalls over here. All right, our construction workers are now finishing up this area, and we were just making a bunch of money, but it's gone way down again. And I'm thinking that maybe we're going to want to go ahead and take the construction and just get rid of a few of these guys. So we will probably dismiss about half of them, a little bit more than half actually. So we'll dismiss that. We'll actually save a bunch of money now. And hopefully we'll begin to make a lot more money because our bank account at the moment is dwindling and we still have so much to do in this airport. It's not even funny. So yeah, we don't honestly need that many construction workers down here. Mainly you want a lot of construction workers when there's a big project going on and people have to walk a while to get up to it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a few guys over here to get this all done. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting on that. We also have to go in here and start to delete these walls. And using the control key with the wall tool gives you the demolition tool. So that's nice. And we'll go ahead and delete this and this. Now, eventually we're going to have to go through and put actual shops down here. So we'll maybe get to that this episode. Hopefully get to that this episode. But before we do that, I'm thinking we want to plan out the rest of this area. Now, like I was saying, I had a bunch of people commenting that we have no security exits, and so we're going to remedy that right now. But I also want to put a small security stand in right here. And the purpose for that, even though we have 3 large security stands, we're going to have this stand be strictly for employees. And then these stands are going to only be for the passengers. So yeah, it's going to be a really nice way to get all of our employees through the security quickly and efficiently so they can get to their jobs instead of having to wait in line to go through this entire queue. So yeah, that's going to be nice. And I'm thinking we're going to need a staff room. So I'm thinking we put that maybe like down here, and then we'll have the passengers coming off the planes will then be able to go through up here and into the baggage claim, which is this major building area over here. So yes, this is all starting to come together, and I like it. I like it a lot. So there we go. Now I'm thinking we maybe leave a little bit of space up here just to, for the future, if we want to go ahead and expand and make another terminal over here, we will be able to then have a nice way for people to walk through here. Now, I actually put that wall in the wrong spot. So let's go ahead and put that down here. And all right, we're going to want maybe like 5 spaces for people to walk later on. We'll have this, we'll do 6. So yes, this will eventually become like a nice walkway, but for now it'll just be part of the baggage claim area. And we're going to need to go ahead and get a security zone exit. Now, to put this in, we are going to need 4 spaces, and we're going to need 2 more, so I'm going to have to delete 2 of that wall. But we're also going to need to zone this as a secure area. So there we go. And this game is like that for whatever reason. I mean, it'd be kind of nice to not have to go through and make that a secure area first and just be able to place this down, but I guess that's how they chose to make this game, so that's how we gotta work with it. So, I don't know, it's just a little inconvenient, I guess, at times, but whatever. So, these have walls on the sides of them, so I'm thinking we will then put more wall over to here. And do we want to do that? Or do we want to maybe move this down one? No, I'm okay with it because this wall is right here. So yeah, this is fine. I'm just trying to look out for the, just the layout of this entire space. Now, we're going to block this area off completely. We'll put a door in here, and this is just going to be a nice little staff area. And we keep getting these emails, and like I said, I'm probably not going to read any of these, which is fine with me. But yeah, this is going to be a security checkpoint, and that is going to be how big? Just about 1 or 2 spaces, and then maybe leave 1 or 2 after that. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put this wall, and that should be about there, whatever. No, we'll do it one less. We'll do it right there. And then, yes, this will be our staff room, so that's going to be really awesome. Now, it's nice to have the staff room up into the security area because your ramp agents who work on the actual ramps and in the baggage areas, they will have to, if they want to take a break, they'll come down to the staff room. And if this was out of the secure area, if this was down here, to get back to work, they'd have to go through security again. Now, that's inefficient, and it's just not, a great way if you want to have a high output airport. So yes, we're looking out for the efficiency of everything. Let's go ahead and speed this game up just a little bit now. Hopefully this is gonna get done up here soon. Yes, this one's done. So let's go ahead and go into the taxiway node editing and connect that up like that. And then this one eventually will get put in, hopefully, and then we can connect that up like that. And hopefully we'll see planes, instead of having to use this, they'll go over to here up to the runway and then take off straight from there. Now, I'm hoping that works like that. I'm not sure it will, but I guess we'll keep an eye on it. And of course, we're going to have to link all of these up as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's them all linked up and ready to go. Now, the secure exit is finally in, and the staff room looks like it is getting put into place as well. We're going to delete the rest of this wall, and we're actually going to delete the wall down here as well. Now, this is no longer a secure zone, and in theory, we could delete this entire wall right here, but I kind of like having just a small opening, just because it'll, perpetuate that flow of foot traffic. So passengers will have to come down here. And instead of maybe they would come down through here and have to walk through these queue areas or whatever they need to do. So yes, this is just all trying to keep the flow of everybody nice and even. So let's go ahead and put in our small security checkpoint, just like this. And then the rest of this security zone, we will zone out as well. And yeah, this is going to be pretty much the final shape of our terminal here. So this is getting exciting, guys. We are getting closer and closer to getting those commercial flights and all of those people in. Now, this, of course, is going to be staff only, and we're going to need to put a door in here. And I'm thinking maybe we are going to want a medium door, perhaps, right about, you know what? No, let's just do a small door right in the middle. And is that in the middle? 3 and 3, yes. And then we'll put the wall in place there as well. And then we're going to need to put a staff door over here. And I'm thinking that we're going to want some offices down here. So let's go ahead and get some office desks. And hopefully this must be placed inside a staff room. Yes, this is a staff room. Right? We have it zoned as a staff room. Yeah. Why is this not working? Demolition tool. And then staff. Sure. That was weird. For some reason that didn't... Oh, yeah. We did the staff zone, but we didn't do a staff room. Okay, that makes some sense now. And we have the baggage claim ready to go as well, so that's going to be really awesome. Let's go ahead and zone that right now anyway, just before we forget. So that is a massive, massive baggage claim room, but that's really good for us. Eventually, we'll go ahead and hook that all up, and hopefully we have the money. And it looks like we're actually gaining a ton of money, so that's really nice. I'm thinking we are going to want to go ahead and get those desks in, and we'll just put them in like that, and then that, and just kind of... I'm thinking of dividing these into small offices, maybe. So can you... all types of staff. Yeah, we can actually create separate offices for each of our, high-level executives. So that's pretty cool. And so let's go ahead and put some walls up for that. And then we're going to want to go ahead and just kind of fill the rest of this room out, because this is going to be a nice little area for our staff to just kind of come in and chill out. So we're going to want sofas and all that kind of stuff, and all of our workers just ran to get all the important construction materials. We're going to want doors in here as well, like that, and then maybe, yeah, we'll keep it like that. And then I'm thinking the couches and sofas, we'll put them in here. And what did I do? 1, and then, yeah, something like that. That's not symmetric at all, and that's starting to bug me. You guys were pointing out the symmetry and how off things were, and now I'm getting bugged by it, which I know for some of you is going to be a good thing. We'll do it like that, and then, of course, we'll put some, like, little armchairs down here just to, give the staff deserve a rest, so they will work harder for us. So let's go ahead and put a bunch of these chairs in. And that doesn't look great, but then again, we really don't have a lot of other options for things. Like, it'd be nice to put vending machines in, and honestly, it'd be really nice to eventually have, like, a VIP area for passengers. That would be awesome, and I'm sure they'll eventually put that in. All right, so that is the staff room pretty much done. That is the terminal laid out, and this episode's getting there, and I'm thinking we're probably going to want to wrap this up, but we finally have this done over here. So let's go ahead and put this in the taxiway nodes. And then what I'm thinking we do, since a lot of you guys are complaining about the grass, I'm thinking we're going to want to repair our runway first off, and then maybe upgrade it. Even though it's going to cost us $60,000, I feel like we're going to need it. So there we go. That's upgraded now, and that looks good. So I'm thinking we're going to leave this one here, guys. This was a fairly productive episode, and in the next episode, we're going to have to go through and put the food in that we just unlocked. We're also going to need to start working on our baggage system, and we might do baggage first, just so we can really get those planes involved and start to get those commercial flights in. And yeah, guys, if you're excited for that, leave me a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, of course, thumbs down. But yes, until next time, guys, I will see you back here in Airport CEO.